Hey, Niktana here. As most of you may remember, at least the ones that follow the art portion of my uh, channel or content in general, you may remember the Mortal Kombat 11 Hope videos I posted and art I did. This time around, I was really iffy because I didn't know if I wanted to do it again. I just don't like to. I don't like to draw fan art. I as much like for big series and everything. My exception for it is to support smaller creators or people I know and do fan art of them as support, thanks, and or request if they want it. But this time around, I did a few pieces. Um, so we'll start with the first. This These were the Kitana ones. One of them being a very deadly alliance, um, alternate costume style of. Because I really would like to see something like that again. I love Kitana's Deadly Alliance costumes. The first one specifically because it has the retro feel to it and everything, but I did the alternate one because I did like it. The inspiration for this one was mostly just trying to keep it regal, keep it more like open and flowy, add some style to it, add a little bit more on to the themes of the royal storm kind of idea, and just yeah, try to keep something a little bit more in that the Deadly Alliance feel. The next one was I'm a big fan of the Mortal Kombat 2 costumes, and I love like the long down like hair. This was more trying to make like a dance kind of look to it, make it flowy. So like every time she's doing moves and stuff, it like the outfit fans out and everything, and the blue streak to add a little bit of a style. Then we move on to Melina, which I love Melina. Uh, Give it more of like for this one, I kind of was just wanting to go with something that had a deception feel. Funny enough, this game feels almost like a bit of a modern deception. I'm glad they added the 3D era characters, but like the 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 trailers and everything, for the most part, everyone seems to have a more light-ish arc to them or wrapped in mystery of their intentions, and that I'm just waiting for a lot of those more enlightened or positive, for the most part of the cast I'm talking about, to have a twist. Like I'm waiting for a lot of deception to happen. Like be the there might be the good intent aspect to most of their stories, but I want to see how it plays out to where they just, their morals can waver. And even Liu Kang like is being presented as, more of the hero type, and I'm waiting for some sort of turn, like some sort of like purity arc of like where like people kind of are going against him, and then he just feels like he's building the perfect whatever and ends up being corrupt, and then maybe Raiden has to try and defeat it. I don't know, something like that. Um, I'm just waiting for like some deceptive twist. So the next one we'll go with talking about this era, Ashra, which I was actually laughing a little bit about because like when I was watching the video, I ended up I was laughing a little bit because I was hoping that like maybe they would go with like something where she's trying to purge her body of the demon part of it, so she's trying to like cleanse it through the sword and become more human looking. Um, so that was kind of a little bit of a laugh for me when I saw they kind of are going in that direction, which I do like. I kind of made her a little more on the zombie demon aspect of this art, like because I wanted to give more of a creepy and angelic feel, like where it's just like really trying to purify, where it's more of like going from Oni to celestial being or something. Um, Next we'll go with Reptile, who I am so fucking happy they finally decided to add. I was really iffy on his design. I'm not sure if I really like the scaly or the reptile part of the design. It doesn't have that. I don't know. I was kind of biased with the I guess the Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks version of them, and also I would argue the Deadly Alliance or 3D era with the tail and everything and looking more lizard, but I did love the Shaolin Monks version. For this one, I was trying to mix the human and reptile, so there's a little bit of like the flesh mask is only ripped and like the arms and everything, so it had like the human-ish kind of look, but also keeping it where it's a little more on the gruesome side of like trying to maybe conceal the reptilian skin. The next one we'll go with is Smoke. I like Smoke a lot. I really did like his design from MK9 with the long hair and everything. I do have a soft spot for the robot Smoke. So I want, and also I really did enjoy. I did enjoy a lot of the 3D era ideas. So what I wanted to do is combine like the Smoke, like him actually being Smoke, with the robot ninja look, keeping it little MK3 a little bit modern, and just sort of give it a little bit of style with the showing the Smoke body, but a little more form, like where it's actually like a little more of a human-ish form taking place, but just trapped inside of like sort of like an invisible man shell, but inside is like keeping sort of like a smoke globe, if you will, for a body, that is, so it can show a little bit more of I guess a little bit more booba or whatever you want to call it, or moobs or pecs, whatever the hell. Next, we will go with the last. Actually, I believe this is the last one, and personally, the one I've wanted for a very long time, Chameleon. I did the female Chameleon, so because I was kind of going with the look of like a reptile, if she is still canon of the same race. I thought giving her that appeal, but just giving her like a ripped up MK3 design in the sense of like more of a not barbarian, but more of like keeping it a little MK3, but in like, I guess not destroyed clothes, but just enough to where it's modestly covering and still showing the body and scales to show that she is indeed her specific iteration of being more reptilian this time around. With the changing of the to indicate that she's changing abilities or using abilities and showing so pretty much the like the little ornaments would be colored differently. I did keep the idea of wanting to like keep like scrolls, so like she has like scrolls that would turn into different ability, like she'd throw like the fan, like a scroll, and it would turn into a fan. She would burn a scroll, it would turn into like a sigh, or anything that would mimic sort of like spells to use mimic abilities of the other characters, or of the lady ninjas, if you will. Because I really do think that'd be an interesting take on it. Like burn a scroll, it would randomly become the moveset of a character, or just kind of going through a meta of which character she would be going to next, sort of keeping in the theme of MK3 and everything like that. But I do think the abilities being manual, like in Armageddon, would be more reliable. But yeah, that's really all I have to show. This is Niktana. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.